Well, I hope he listens. I hope he tells us about the stimulus money. I'm just so glad he came here. It's really exciting, and I want him to feel the pulse of Brockton High. I mean, he's going to go right through the cafeteria at lunchtime. So, you know, so that's really cool. Mr. Fox, the country governor, it is an honor to have you here. My name is Scachowicz. It's a pleasure. We are excited. We're going to bring you down, and you're going to meet some of our kids and our parents, and we are thrilled to have you here. Can I just tell you, too? Nice to meet you again. How you doing? Nice to see you. I just want you to, this is our wall.
I know, you can't.
I know. But these are our academic things. These are our academic model schools. Just wanted to say that.
All right.
Oh, come on down.
Well, you should face the cameras and tell them.
I know.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm Dan. How are you?
Dan, it's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Vanessa.
Vanessa?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Oh my goodness. Is he going to shake my hand? I want to meet him. I'm very nervous. Really know this town is like a melting pot. There's so many different backgrounds, nationalities.
What I noticed in U.S. the whole, like, a lot of people have parents who doesn't speak English at all.
Right.
And my concern as a student is that like us could like support the parents more, to like get the parents involved to learn English. I work so hard in English because I want to have a kid and like he comes home and I would be able to help them. And that's what I want to see for all the people in the U.S. I just want to get like everybody to feel like they are in a community, because if you don't speak English, you tend like to feel an outsider.
I've just become a part of the community, and like I've been welcomed with like open arms. And the community here is like really great and everything. Like we have like way more of a support system, and I wish that we could like branch that out like more. I live next to Eggers Park, and this is like a huge park where you can set up so many activities, and like if we had more funding and we can like rebuild our parks, like Brockton, this is the city of champions. Like this is our city, and we are all champions at work.
We haven't yet acknowledged the folks who really want the airtime, who are all these young people behind you, and who I realize I'm blocking your view right now. But what an extraordinary group of young people who have also contributed to the warm welcome and who have inspired me through the conversations and interaction we've had already this morning. So I thank you all for that. It's really, really terrific. Thank you. I think everyone here knows that the economy in this in the whole world is in crisis. Every individual, every family, every business in the Commonwealth is facing unprecedented challenges and a level of uncertainty that many of us have never known in our lifetimes. Times like these also remind us how interconnected we are, how hardships in one sector of our economy affect others. Every individual, every family, every business in the Commonwealth is facing unprecedented challenges and a level of uncertainty that many of us have never known in our lifetimes. Times like these also remind us how interconnected we are, how hardships in one sector of our economy affect others, how one neighbor's struggle becomes a neighborhood's, how we rise or fall together. In times like these, the mission of state government is absolutely clear, and that is to do whatever we can to strengthen our economic future. That means doing everything we can to create and sustain jobs for individuals and create opportunities for Massachusetts businesses. Now, education is not immune from the tough budget situation we find ourselves in. I know that parents, students, and school districts are worried about program cuts and reductions in services. I know that the uniquely caring teaching professionals who give so much of themselves to their work are worried about keeping their jobs. Unfortunately, we can't avoid every tough decision, even in special education. But thanks to help from the federal government through federal recovery funds, we can soften the blow. So I'm pleased to announce today the allocation of our first installment of $140 million of federal recovery funds for districts and $5 million for preschools in the form of the so-called IDEA Part B grants. In total, Massachusetts will receive $280 million for districts and $10 million for preschools across the state over the course of the next 27 months. These funds will support activities like direct services to children with disabilities, technical assistance to schools and districts, technology in our classrooms to support new learning strategies, transition programs, which we had a chance to talk about just a minute ago with some parents of children with special needs, and capacity building activities to improve the delivery of services. There's also $10 million in IDEA preschool grants to support activities like early intervention services that promote school readiness and the continuation of service coordination and case management for children and families. In total, Brockton will receive more than $2.6 million for these vital services. I want to make sure that the superintendent and the mayor are listening when I say that number.